Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Venus and Rave. My name is Ray. I hope everyone's doing fantastic. Yes, we're back in my bathroom. It's actually pretty late at night. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning, but I could not fall asleep, and I feel like I have to do a reading tonight because it is a full moon. A full moon in Capricorn. But yeah. So I was being pulled, guided, whatever. And I'm sleepy. And usually when I'm sleepy, you get a lot better readings, if I'm being honest, because I'm more, it feels like I'm more almost tapped in because I'm tired. So things come a little bit more fluently, I guess. But I actually got a new little spread, a new layout that I'm going to do, so I don't think this video is going to be super long. At least that's not my intention. But going into the full moon vibes, I kept getting hit with waves of the sign of Pisces and a little bit of Scorpio. Pretty much just water in general. I feel like if you have especially Pisces in your chart, you're going to get hit emotionally. It's almost like it feels like this deep, and don't worry if you don't have Pisces in your chart, okay? These messages could still resonate with you in some way, but I'm feeling pulled to it, so I'm going to say it. This message, just like any video or any of the messages that I do, they could not necessarily resonate with you at the time you watch them. It could, because these are timeless. Tonight I am recording on a full moon, but like I said, even the aftermath, right, of a full moon can still impact and influence people. But anyways, like what I was saying before, I kept getting really strong Pisces vibe, or Scorpio, but more Pisces. If you have Pisces somewhere in your chart, it's almost like you're going to get bombarded with emotion through ancestral wounds or something. Maybe even things that you thought that you healed, that you fixed. And that goes hand in hand with that Scorpio energy too. It's almost just more so if you have a lot of water in your chart, I think this is going to kind of be a drowning season, and you're going to have to pull yourself back up through whatever it is. Things might just be a little bit more emotional for you. Now, even though this reading's taking place in my bathroom, I actually really like this layout. How the computer's set up, because it makes me feel like I'm doing a personal reading, a one-on-one. But I did come up with this new spread. These cards work really well together. This morning I was kind of digging around with them a little bit, and I was coming up with new layouts, because I feel like my readings are just super channeled, which is okay. That's what I do, but they need a little bit of organization to them. A little bit. So these cards, I guess, and the other deck, I mean, they're pretty powerful. These are my old lady witchy bitch deck. They remind me of old lady 60s wallpaper, and I love them. I love them deeply. But I'm going to use these as more so a main energy, and I'm going to use these to kind of clarify, because these are a little bit more fluent, I guess, if we're talking energy. Where these are the main hitters of what's going on, and this is more of a fluent energy flow of a clarity. So I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but we're just gonna try it and go with the flow here and see what comes out. So spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors, higher self, please come down and assist me with this reading for the collective. Thank you. The owl's really standing out to me on this card. Major intuition events. And it's the card of Pisces, too. The High Priestess, the card of Pisces. I'm almost noticing more so the animals in this card than I usually do. Because usually the lady on the card stands out to me the most. but she has a lot of influences like around her, like spirit guides around her. So you could be heavily influenced by your ancestors, and we were talking about that. We're like spirit is putting a lot of synchronicities, and I keep getting the word like orchestra, so they're orchestrating something for you. But there's like a little gargoyle by her feet that's marching and kind of protecting and defending her, and then the intuition sitting on the crescent moon, which is the owl, who's like almost that guidance. And then we have some weird animal in the background that kind of looks like a phoenix or like a peacock. I'm not sure which one. Okay. Or I was gonna say flamingo. I didn't mean to say peacock. Anyways, I'm gonna put her back though. So spiritually, like your intuition's on point, and you're gonna be, I feel like, flowing up into the ethers, like being pulled into the ethers, being pulled into that 5D, 7D, 7D, kind of like timeline, and so very like meditative, kind of like a dream state, like a lucid dreaming state, where you're going to be more tapped into your spirituality and a little less focused on 3D, I guess. So be prepared for some major spiritual downloads, especially about the self. Ooh, did she come out again? She came out again. Look at her. The High Priestess again, and I just shuffled them and she came out twice on her own. So she wants to stay out. Again, that's the card of Pisces, but what am I missing in the card? Being tapped in. I almost feel like you're being guided towards something by your like spirit guides. And it's being very gentle as well. Like almost like a balancing act, not moving too fast. Just kind of staying still and letting things flow through you. And receiving like the information in these downloads. You could be psychically connected to an individual as well. But let's see where else. I want to pull more of these. So she wanted to come out for sure. So what is this? I need 2 more cards as well. Secrets within as well. Like I feel like you guys are holding on to some kind of pain or some kind of emotion, and it's unspoken. It's not voiced into the world. No one maybe even knows about it. It's like a secret that's forbidden that you will hold on to like the day you die if you needed to. That's funny. I seen that card when I was shuffling. You might not be trusting what downloads you're getting. Like something may seem too good to be true, but it's not. Everything you're getting as far as dreams go and people's actions or just the way you intuitively feel about a person or situation, things are going to be flooding to you and you're like, no. Like that can't make sense or that can't be a real outcome. Like there's a lot of doubts within it, but if you keep yourself very still, you're going to be guided in the right direction because there's a lot of force. Like I'm not even joking, guys. Like spirit is going to be bombarding you with these psychic, clairvoyant downloads. And your intuition is going to be so crazy. Your dreams are probably going to be so crazy of what is being sent to you, the synchronicities. So let's clarify. Why is the High Priestess here? Hold on, I'm not taking that yet. And these are all upside down. Why is the High Priestess here? I feel like that's so important. Is this like an individual that you feel psychically connected to? Because that's what I'm feeling. an individual that you feel psychically connected to. But for some reason, you're like oozing this really passionate, exciting, vibrant energy, like lustful, very attractive, even if you don't feel so. You don't feel that way. But you have a light, especially when you're in this quiet zone, this meditation station zone, because there's someone highly, highly attracted to you. They want to move towards you. They want to be around you. They could be very passionately, sexually drawn to you, but it's a little bit more than that. This person could also have water in their chart as well, somewhere. And it's like they want to make their affections known. Like, affection is a really important word, because it's not like someone's trying to pull wool over your eyes or woo you. It's they want to be close to you. They want to be affectionate and show you some kind of kindness, some kind of care. And yeah, affection. It just keeps coming through. They want to be close to you. They want to touch your skin. I know it's intense. And it feels very sensual, because this person is very drawn to you during this time, find you extremely magnetic. They see this passionate, vibrant life within you, like this creative spark almost, where like you may even have like this inner child that gets brought out and it fills up the room, right? You have this essence, this vibe where you walk in and you're unique and you're different. And they see that individuality within you, but you're also extremely spiritual. And this person knows this. And it's like they could have a little bit of a psychic nick to them too, where it's almost like they can pick up on your energy very strong, where it's like they kind of know what you're thinking and feeling. I know that sounds madness, but that's just what I'm getting. Like, they're very connected to you. Like, this is a strong psychic connection. I'll keep saying that. I don't care. I gotta get my point across somehow. So it's like you're being bombarded with messages, phone calls, like these love offerings, because it almost looks like this, whatever's in the background, and you can't see it really on my camera, but when I looked down at it, it almost seemed like a box of chocolates that you would get for Valentine's Day. And it's like this person either keeps making attempts energetically or keeps like invading your dreams. Just know that that's a real thing. Like, if you're consistently having dreams about some kind of admirer or crush or something along the lines of that, where you feel like an intense connection with someone, if you're having a lot of dreams or you're hearing songs that just instantly remind you of this person, which I know it's hard to distinguish that, especially if you have feelings towards an individual, you know, like it's hard to know if that's something that's real or not. But with your intuition being so strong, I feel like you would know who this is, because the connection itself feels very spiritual and very intense. Like, you guys can almost telepathically communicate. So it's like this person's almost coming in and invading your energy with these lusty, romantic thoughts. So if you're consistently dreaming and thinking about a person, that's them trying to kind of like invade your energy. And you, my friend, are holding a very firm ground. I'm proud of you. I'm happy to see that, because you're keeping a very cool head about things. You're not letting yourself get swept away with any words or anything that's not physical. You know, it's like, okay, if you can think or daydream about me so much, then why can't you take a step towards me in the 3D? Your mind and your focus is very much, it's like not even your mind and your focus, okay, like, because your spirit, your soul is up in the ethers, if that makes sense. Like, you're more connected with the heavens, with the stars, with the universe, okay, right now. Like your soul is in the galaxy, in the Milky Way, okay? But there's a lot of things maybe that even require your attention in the 3D. So you're being very sturdy, steady, calm. And you're paying attention to things that need to be paid attention to and not distracting yourself with other things. So it's like when this person comes in and bombards your energy, you're very cool and calm about it. You might even be trying to block them off. It's like, yeah, the dreams are nice, but where are you? You know, like that song Faded? The, where are you now, Atlantis? Under the sea, where are you now? Another dream, the monster's running wild inside me. I'm faded. That song. Oh, what's the... Oh, there's one part of that that's really pretty. My stepdaughter showed me that song. Yeah. Anyways. Before I get too much into that, let's just keep going. But it's like you're not letting someone sway you. Maybe internally, yes. Externally, no. Yeah, you're being quiet, but it's like you're being quiet and still, and you're receiving all these answers, and you're very heightened and aware to what's coming in, like these downloads, your intuitive thoughts. You're very heightened and aware to them and this person's energy. Like you have an underlining knowing about something behind the scenes. And you're being quiet and you're being still and you're being patient. Like your head is on your shoulders, and by doing this, it's almost radiating your energy. So I almost feel like within like the next week or two, like your powers as an individual are going to grow intensely. But you feel this connection more than ever. You feel this connection more than ever. The Emperor keeps popping up at the bottom. It's something to take note of because he's been here twice. So it almost seems like you could be dealing with an individual who's trying to step into that Emperor energy. This could be a twin flame reading, I'm not even going to lie. It kind of feels like it's being pulled into that. And if that's the case, this might be, because see now I'm getting downloads for it. It's where someone's stepping into this very masculine energy, and they have been for a while, but they've been in a really dark place. And I feel like you've felt that anguish, or you've felt their uncertainties or their sadness for a while, and it almost could have been like a disconnect. If you are a twin flame and you know what I'm talking about, like there was like a disconnect with the energies where you almost like didn't feel them anymore. And it honestly might not even have been them. It might have been you disconnecting and not being aware that you've disconnected because you're focusing on 3D things like we've been talking about. But there's a really strong pull for this like reconnect. Something seems destined or fated, like it's coming back around again very soon. And you can probably feel this, like this energy jolt that someone's going to step into your life here soon. And their whole attitude, their whole demeanor towards you is going to be so different. Where they're going to take on a lot of power, but you have some as well. But why are you like holding back your energy? Because that's almost making this person, I don't like suffer, and I don't even want to say that because it's a pretty intense word, but it's making them vulnerable, which could be a good thing. Maybe that's just something that they needed to go through, where you know, even at one time, this person could have had a lot of power over you and over your mind and your energy, and made things very unclear for you to see. Like, see their thoughts, their intentions, or like the way they were feeling towards you or a situation. But it's like, now you're all the wiser. And she's got the earring and it's got a Pisces fish on it again. I don't know why Pisces so heavily influenced here. But it's like, you've gained a lot of momentum in this situation. You've gained so much grounding and confidence. And it's like, you're all the wiser. So when this person comes around, you know how to withdraw your energy, which is going to make their heads pretty foggy and confused. And they're not really going to understand like what you're thinking and what you're feeling. And I honestly do feel like that's something that this person needs to go through, is them not knowing. Okay, not, you know, in a cruel, like, oh, like, you did this to me, I'm gonna do it back to you. It's not that. It's almost more so part of like this journey, or part of an experience where someone has to see that perspective and gain that knowledge of whatever. Because this person is going to get some kind of a confidence boost and do something towards you, make some kind of movement or effort or actions in the 3D or in like a 5D. If you're like a twin flame, they're going to energetically bombard you with their energy and make you think about them and make you want them, almost like a manifestation for like you to reach out to them. But it shows me you're not going to do it. You're using, like, you know this trick, and it's like, how dare you, like, try to do that to me? Like, I know better. I can feel what you're doing. I can sense it. And you hold back your energy from this person, which is going to kind of make them scared and make them feel again like vulnerable and abandoned almost. It's going to trigger some kind of wound. Maybe they're going to feel like you're really gone with the 8 of Cups at the bottom, or they feel like you're leaving them for good, or that you are going to walk away. And it's going to maybe even be the dose of medicine that they need. Maybe it's going to trigger some other wounds. There's something within this reading that feels extremely deep and extremely powerful. But it's going to play out in the right ways. Now, this isn't saying you have to be mean towards someone, or you have to completely ice someone out. It's just withholding words, withholding energy, and just being very still and very calm and almost not passive aggressive, but very what is the word? Not sterile. It's just very still, being very still, and almost, it feels like water. It feels like water. Like unbothered water, like no waves, no emotion, but you get a sense that it goes so deep, where it's like this person's going to have, like, it's almost like you're translucent with an individual. Like, you're translucent. They have to figure it out. They have to pull things out of you to make you responsive. But whatever they pull out, like if they try to do tricks towards you, or they try to manipulate you or lie to you, it's going to bring back a very cold and detached or quiet, not giving or loving response. But it's like if they're sweet and kind, it's like your energy almost becomes warmer and like more welcoming, even if you're not saying anything. I know this one's crazy. This isn't going to resonate with everyone, and that's absolutely okay. This reading might not be for you today. I know this one's pretty deep, but it is a full moon, and we are working with the powers of the water. And I just don't feel like this is like a Capricorn full moon for some reason. I just don't. I'm not really getting Capricorn vibes. So let's get some cards on this person's energy, even though we kind of know a little bit about it. Ace of Cups. They feel. Their emotions are triggered. Oh my god. Holy crap. The Ace of Cups and the Tower. The Tower is an upheaval, an eruption. The Tower often comes into when something, which I'm not feeling it with this case, like this meaning of the Tower, but I'm going to say it anyways. Like the Tower comes in when something in our life isn't meant to be there anymore, and almost like Spirit steps in and like rips it away and creates this ripple effect or this crazy change. It could pull someone in or out of our life. Usually it's out, or it takes something from us because it's not meant to be there anymore. And this upheaval within this person's emotions, this Ace of Cups, is going to create something crazy within them, like this response or this clarity, this moment in time. I want to see what that's all about. Ace of Hearts in the Tower. Where it's an emotional upheaval. It almost makes me feel like they're feeling like they have to do something. They have to. This crazy, intense emotion going on within them. Like, this person's not okay. They're not okay. Yeah, this, oh my gosh, this definitely could be a twin flame thing. Maybe this full moon's like pulling twin flames together or something, or creating some kind of movement in the energies. And we need this. And there's the mirror here. Someone looking in the mirror and not liking what they see and wanting to change that image about themselves. I do. Like, I'm going to speak to my twinnies for a minute. So if you're watching this and you're resonating with it and you're feeling pretty stable and okay, like, yeah, you could be thinking or like daydreaming about like your twin flame, okay, whatever, but your person is not okay. Like, they're going through some crazy dark shit where it almost feels like agonizing, like mentally agonizing, and their heart is like blowing up. There's something with like a longing here and them wanting you to like be close to them, to like heal them. And I feel like they just feel so stuck and so worthless and fucked up. And they're trying to work on themselves, but it's like something won't go away. They don't know what to do. It's like they're lost. Either like they don't know how to reconnect with them, not only with you, but they don't know how to reconnect back with themselves. Like, they feel like they've gone way off the walls when it comes to their identity and like who they are. For sure. And they don't know how to fix it. And I just feel like this person has been trying to work on this on their own, has been trying to like build back their character or retrieve something that's been so lost to them. But this person feels like the only way that they can kind of regain a part of themselves is to be around you, because, hey, y'all are, the same, a reflection, a mirror of one another. So it's like if they're around you, then they'll regain that piece of themselves. And I honestly feel like they're not wrong. Like, I feel like if this person did come around you and have a conversation, like based on your responses to them, it's going to bring back some life almost within their soul. Because even not the very first card. The very first card was the High Priestess. The intuitive, psychic, connected, secretive, quiet one. Who just feels everything. Who's connected with the moon and the water and dreams and the universe. And gets all these downloads but doesn't say anything. She keeps that wisdom to herself. And all these things are coming to you, and it's this person trying to scratch their way to the surface to get to you. Because you hold some kind of light. You hold a little part of their soul. You hold a part of their personality that they've lost and they so desperately want it back. And it's like your attitude or something within you will trigger that part of them and kind of bring them back to that space. And it's like they're trying to build up and work their way towards that, but it's not happening. And maybe that's why the Tower's there with the Ace of Cups, this big crashing down of emotions because they don't like where they're at, you know? They need to feel like that heartbeat again. Here it is, my favorite Hermit. And they're looking for answers. They're going within and they're searching for answers. They're trying to find their way back to themselves. Because there even is like a little star at the top of this card. And it's guidance to follow. They're trying to find something. They're trying to find something and regain clarity and regain focus, and they're quieting down and they're going within and searching for the answers, searching for a lost part of themselves, something that's been lost and needs to be retrieved, and you guys have it in your hand. Just your pure essence, your energy being around someone will trigger this opening up and refinding of oneself. But you have to be careful because there's a lot of cards in here that's like you being not so forthcoming with your energy, like not allowing this person to just gobble you up. You know, this is talking about being strong and being detached but still being still being vulnerable in a sense, but not having the same attitude as what you usually would. And that's gonna fuck them up. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what's gonna fuck them up, because maybe at one time when this person was around you, you were very kind and open and expressive and silly and full of life and full of fun and goofy, you know, completely unique. And like I was talking about, it lit up the whole room. And now it's like you're quieting it down. The energy's still there. It still radiates from you. But you're not giving it. You're not being lovey-dovey and romantic. You're not being cutesy and flirtatious. You're not being giving in is kind of what it is. And this person's like, what the fuck? And they're craving that part because within that part of you, it brought back, it would like trigger something within them to make them feel a way, you know, like to be responsive, be receptive to that energy of like what once was. But you're not giving that to them. That's why it's a process for them. My clarification, 10 of Cups, is like a yes card. But it's important. Oh my gosh, it came out twice. 10 of Cups. But it's this need to like pull together and to be around each other and to be receptive and happy. Why is the 10 of Cups here? Because that's what this person wants. They just want to be happy, which is kind of sad. Hold on. They just want to be happy, and we have the Wheel of Fortune coming out twice. 2 times. And it's faded. Something here is faded, some kind of journey, but it's almost like they have to earn this from you. I want to make that very clear, that this person needs to earn, and the Tower at the bottom, And it's in reverse. Every time I see the tower in reverse, it's like it's someone else's tower. But like this person has to earn this love, this light from you. Like they can't, like, don't just allow them to like show up and be like, hi. And you're like, hello. Oh, you know, I mean, I don't want to give advice to that because I feel like you should use your intuition to be guided to do what is the right thing. Because it could just be in the moment. You could be really excited to see someone and then you're super loving and maybe that's going to like heal them. I don't know how this would play out because for everyone it's going to be different. But something's coming back around. Let's just see some spiritual advice. I said this wasn't going to be a long one and this is an extremely long one. I don't know if I want to take that many cards. I want to see what they are and kind of see if I'm being... No, I'm not being pulled to those. That's too many. So let's get some spiritual advice for this situation for you who's watching this and who's like resonating with it. And then we'll call it a day. So I like how we start off with the Queen of Wands and then we're going to end at the King of Wands. Yeah. This person needs to be just as vibrant. You know what I'm almost thinking? It's like when this person's around you, they are going to find that part of themselves and they're going to get really excited. And maybe that's like the recognition right there. Like maybe they've been going through all this shit, right? All this darkness, all this hurt, all this confusion, mental imprisonment. And they don't know why. That's like for some of you, maybe like they don't know why, and then as soon as they are in contact with you, they feel like them, like their old self again. They're like, oh, like it's you. Yeah. The Six of Pentacles. Oh, it's you. Wow. Gorgeous. Oh, it's you. We have the beautiful transformative butterflies flying around this king. Could be a king or a queen, doesn't really matter. Literally the word club, C-L-U, well, it's a B, but yeah, B, is in the background. But look how she's pouring this energy into this king right here, and he's coming to life. I love that. Alright, I'm going to end it there because that was absolutely gorgeous. But anyways, have a fantastic night. I'm sending everyone love, healing, blessings, and I'll talk to you guys again very soon. Bye.